Hello. Okay, this is the beast we're going to be working with. But before we get there, we want to talk a little bit about what we're trying to achieve. When you think about how you use your hand, it's mostly for grasping. Very little has to do with independent finger movement. So these exercises were developed to accentuate the connection of the nerve in the hand to the brain. And as we can see from this diagram, there are the nerves of the hand. Okay, if you notice, the little finger nerve is sort of a horse of a different color. And so these nerves are just sitting there waiting around for you to do something with them, but you don't, for the most part. So these exercises are really, really valuable in getting that connection between the finger and the brain to speed up and become more secure. So this is going to be a little choppy because the videotaping these kind of piano things is a little bit like shooting War and Peace or something, I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to switch over, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with just some simple pentachords, okay? Just sort of, we're not looking for speed. We're not interested in how much dexterity you have right now. What we're interested in is just isolating each one of these fingers. And that's why, even though these exercises are written with both hands appearing simultaneously, we're not going to be doing them simultaneously. We're going to be doing them hands separately. So let's do some warm-up pentachords. And now if you don't have a piano or a keyboard handy, you can use a tabletop. Or in this case, a piano top. All right. Another thing about these exercises is for people who have less experience, or even some people who have a lot of experience playing the piano, at first they're very, very difficult. And it's perfectly legal to use one hand to hold the fingers down, because what we're going to be doing is basically we're going to be holding certain fingers down and while we're playing other fingers. Or let's see, there's okay. So let's start with just some pentachords. Let's start with just a C pentachord, right hand. And remember, we're not trying to be flashy here. We're just trying to get the fingers, the nerves in the fingers, to line up with the corresponding part of the brain that controls them. See? It's not as easy as it looks. Actually, that's much easier than doing it slowly. All right, now I'm going to do the left hand. Oh, and if I'm going too fast, please stop the video and do them at whatever tempo is comfortable for you. But I wouldn't do them any faster than this, okay? Slower is fine, faster, no. By the way, I have a very elaborate contraption here for doing this with a tripod, but it doesn't work. So we're just going to do the handheld thing, and since we're only going to be working with one hand at a time, it should be a little shaky, but we're going to go with it. All right, let's try doing a G pentachord. let's go left hand. Now I'm doing an octave higher than I normally would. Well, no, I don't have to. Okay, so this is the G below middle C. Okay, now at this point, I want you to stop the video and do them until you're absolutely comfortable with how that feels. I'm trying to do this as close to one take as possible, just for expediency, and not to drag this out too long. Okay, so now we're actually going to go to our friend Oleg Fontostab. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the second word. We're going to start with the last one, because the first one is sort of a challenge. Now, I believe I sent you a copy of this, and if you had a chance to print it out, fine. If not, if you can somehow have another device where you can see it, but I'm going to have the music here. All right, now we're going to switch down to the piano. We're going to start with our right hand. Okay, we're going to put our thumb and index finger on C and D, and then very slowly we're going to do E, F, G, F, E. Now, once again, if you have to use your other hand to hold down these two fingers, that's perfectly all right. Once again, if I'm going faster than it's comfortable for you, stop the video, go as slowly as you need to, but don't go any faster than I did in the video. Okay, stop the video now and work on that for as long as you want. Now, Rome was not built in a day. I think it took 2 weeks. So if it's not coming today, there's tomorrow and the next day. As a matter of fact, the protocol for practicing these is as often as you can but when you start a practice session, put these at the beginning of your practice session. First the pentachords, slowly of course, then as many of these as are comfortable for you. Okay, so now we are going to go and sort of bite the bullet and try the first one. As you can see in the right hand, oh wait, second thought, we have to do the left hand for the first one. All right, so let's do that. Let's hold, we're going to be holding down 1 and 2 on B and A. And we're going to be playing E, there's B and A, held down with first and the second fingers. And we're going to be going E, F, G, F, E, F. Okay, once again, stop the video. Keep doing that until it feels comfortable. Oh, and the most important thing of all, in all of these finger exercises, is the wrist has to be loose. You can't tighten up your wrist. Chopin said the wrist is the lung of the hand. Or he said it in French or Polish, but we're having enough trouble with Hungarian. So anyway, keep the wrist loose. If that might mean you have to slow way down. This is not unacceptable. Or even slower if you need to. Okay, so stop the video and work on that one. I'm losing track of where we are. Okay, well, yes, we're going on to this one. Now, this one is a monster, okay? It's a smaller monster than this one, the one I have the X over. That's a really big monster, but we're not even going to try that one today. So let's just see if we can do anything with this one. So once again, you're going to be holding down thumb, index finger, and little finger. And we're going to be going back and forth. I'm going to go very slowly between 3 and 4. It might be a little easier to do a light staccato than trying to do a legato. So if that's easier for you, that's fine. Once again, if you need to have your left hand hold down those 3 fingers in your right hand, it's perfectly okay. Okay, the left hand is going to be doing something slightly different, but equally obnoxious. It's going to be doing 4-5, 5-4. Okay. So holding down B, A, and G, we're going to do very slowly. Now for some of you, a light staccato might be easier. Okay, let's stop the video and work on that one. Let's see where we're at here. This is a little bit of my practice log. Now you can see this is a Bach First Invention in C major. It's very fingery. Okay, we got. As you can see, a lot of fingers. So that's where these exercises are particularly helpful. But no matter what the repertoire is, it's going to really give you a lot more security in your playing. So we are at about 14 minutes. Let's do one more. Okay, and get our Legnostad out here. Okay, let's do this one because it's the reverse of the one we just did. Okay, this one we're going to be holding down thumb, index finger, and middle finger, and going back and forth with the right hand between 4 and 5. Remember, this is not a power thing. This is not a speed thing. This is merely trying to build up functionality. So even if you can do them faster, they have to be very, very secure. Otherwise, you're just digging yourself a hole. All right, now with the left hand, we're going to be doing what we did with the right hand before, holding down thumb, index finger, and middle finger, and going back and forth between now I know they're written out as triplets, but at this point we'll take whatever we can get. And once again, that tempo may be too fast for you. You may have to use your other hand to hold down the other one. The next exercise, I'm just going to go through them all here. You can take them at your leisure. You don't have to do them all now. Is we're just holding down thumb and index finger, and we're doing a little pattern. So we're doing F, E, G, E, F, E, G, E, F, E, G, E. Okay. Left hand would be starting on A, B. So we're going to have F, E, G, E, F, E, G, E, F, E, G, E, F, E, G, E. If your wrist starts to hurt or gets uncomfortable even a little bit, stop. We have plenty of time to get these things done. There's no reason to strain anything. The next one is same format. You're going to hold down thumb and index finger and go back and forth. F, G, E, G, F, G, E, G, F, G, E, G, F, G, E, G. Upper left hand. Okay. F, G, G, F, G, E, G, F, G. Then we have the next one is simple EF, EF. Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. Let's try that again. E, F, E, F, G, F, G. If we had a bigger budget, we would reshoot that. Okay, and the left hand is going to be the old BA, holding those two fingers down and going back and forth. Okay, so the goal here is not to spend an hour a day doing these. We're talking maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes with each practice session. Work as slowly as you can and as slowly as you need to. Keep in mind that this is not about speed. It has nothing to do with speed. This is all about facility. And if you have any questions, just give me a buzz, just send me an email, and we can set up something to go over it. As far as the lessons, the video lessons go, email me after you've worked with us a little bit, and we'll set up time during the next week that we can get together and go over this and maybe some of your other things. Okay, well, have fun. I hope you're being able to enjoy some of this time, as weird as it is. And once again, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, have a nice weekend.